A convicted paedophile residing in Fife, Kenneth Bond, who has consistently violated stringent monitoring requirements, has been incarcerated again after altering his pre-approved lodging arrangements and resetting a phone to factory settings. In 2019, Kenneth Bond was incarcerated and registered as a sex offender after being apprehended at the jury's inn at East Midlands Airport, awaiting a 12-year-old while in possession of a bag containing sex toys, ropes, and booze. Kenneth Bond, who has relocated from Worcestershire to Fife, has repeatedly violated his Sexual Harm Prevention Order, SHPO, and appeared in court in Dundee to acknowledge 2 additional breaches. Prosecutor Andrew Brown stated that on the afternoon of April 9 this year, Bond entered the Portland Hotel in Chesterfield without a reservation and remitted £93 for a room. He departed the following morning, providing his address as Glenrothes. 3 days later, the police visited his residence in Crail to conduct examinations on the 2 gadgets the perpetrator had returned from England. The phone underwent a factory reset when he retrieved it from the police in England. They also discovered evidence of his unauthorized residence in Chesterfield. Kenneth Bond informed the officers, "I notified you that I was travelling to Derbyshire to retrieve a tablet and a phone. I previously communicated my intention to travel to Nottingham for an overnight stay, however, on the day of travel, I decided to remain in Chesterfield instead." He further asserted that the phone he retrieved had never been linked to the internet. He was initially subjected to a Sexual Harm Prevention Order at Derby Crown Court in January 2019, which was subsequently revised at Peterhead Sheriff Court in January of this year. Last Monday, he pleaded guilty in Dundee to 2 violations of the stringent requirements of his order. He acknowledged the unlawful hotel stay from April 9 to April 10 of this year and the resetting of the cell phone he had obtained from the police in the Midlands, contravening regulations that forbade him from erasing his internet activity. Solicitor Gino Gambale clarified that Bond's sanctioned intention was to remain in Nottingham. Nevertheless, the criminal altered his decision and resided 27 miles away in Chesterfield. He stated, "It is evidently a significant record." Discussions had occurred with law enforcement. Mr. Kenneth Bond would journey to get 2 devices. They had been detained for a considerable duration due to various issues in England. He stated that he did not comprehend that remaining there would constitute a distinct journey. The 2 gadgets had been in police custody for multiple years. He sought to eliminate all data in order to commence anew. He now acknowledges that he ought not to have acted in that manner. By erasing the phone, he violated his directive. He has not comprehended his directive. There was no forethought. He presents as a 63-year-old man with considerable custody experience over the past 6 years. Sheriff Alistair Carmichael sentenced Bond to 20 months of incarceration. He stated, "This directive was established to oversee your conduct and to ensure the safety of the public, especially children. You possess many convictions for sexual offences. The order has been elucidated to you. You will have received copies of it. The order unequivocally specified your required actions. The police were available to address this matter and resolve any related difficulties. Your violations of the order are not only technical misunderstandings or errors. The public may be at risk due to your actions." In 2019, Kenneth Bond received a sentence after confessing to attempting to arrange a meeting with a 12-year-old girl for sexual purposes at a hotel in Derby. Since moving to Fife, Kenneth Bond, who is permanently registered as a sex offender, has accumulated several violations. In 2023, he appeared at Jedburgh Sheriff Court to acknowledge 2 additional violations. While residing in a trailer in the Scottish borders, he was contacted by police who were verifying the social media gadgets he possessed that required authorization. A mobile phone logged into the website Fab Swingers and an SD card capable of downloading documents and photographs were seized. Last year, allegations that he violated the child contact prohibition by residing at the Scone camping and caravanning site were dismissed due to unsuccessful attempts to summon witnesses to court. Kenneth Bond spent 38 days in custody related to the matter. Nevertheless, barely a month later, he found himself in court once more after resting in the car park of the Perth police station and requesting cops for a jump start. He was incarcerated once more last year after undertaking a Highland campervanning excursion without notifying the authorities. Over 100 individuals participated in a demonstration adjacent to a residence owned by Kenneth Bond on Ednam Drive, Glenrothes, last year, mere yards from a primary school. Neighbours subsequently requested the demolition of the unsightly structure.